Good morning, Trimet board members. My name is Franz, and I'm the policy coordinator for Amalgamated Transit Union 757. It's good to see so many new faces on the board, and hello to President Warner and Travis Stovall, the two senior members of the board who've known me for a long time.
I know. I feel like I'm ready to join. Does that include an AARP membership when you say senior member? I could help you on that.
We've been at this for a really long time, but I think the two of you especially are going to be happy to know that I'm here to invite TriMet to a partnership on this issue. I mean, you've heard the comments already from other members who participated in the Workers' Rights Board. I'm not going to try to rehash or reiterate that. I'm just here to make it clear that it doesn't have to be this way. And I say that because ATU 757 represents paratransit workers throughout the state of Oregon, as well as Southern Washington. And because we're a professional organization that represents professional drivers, we have professional conferences every quarter. Our quarterly paratransit conference just wrapped up a few weeks ago, in fact, and we're planning another one in October. And so we get all the different perspectives from all the different paratransit riders in the state and in Southern Washington. And I'm here to tell you that things are uniquely bad in Portland. I know that First Transit probably has already activated their PR department. I hope that you will listen to them and engage with them while also understanding what the truth of the matter is. I have rider manifests, driver manifests that I'm happy to present to you to document that these problems are still going on. First Transit has a history of anti-worker behavior. In fact, we almost play a game in the office at ATU about who's striking against First Group this week. There have been strikes in Seattle recently, several strikes in Southern California. Here in Oregon, First Student, which is a sister organization of First Transit, lost their contract in Corvallis because of terrible service. First Transit also recently lost a contract in Yamhill County because of terrible service. Here in the Portland region, we have been fighting for 2 years to get a new contract signed and haven't made meaningful progress. What's worse is that there's inconsistent service requirements, benefits, and pay between the three different regions, which means paratransit drivers here in Washington County, which we refer to as Region 2, have different pay, benefits, and work conditions as paratransit drivers doing the same job for TriMet in Clackamas County. And yet we can't get all together on the same page. After 2 years, we can't even make progress to get our contract renewed. And First Transit has a habit of canceling our shifts to outsource the rides to cab companies. In fact, in June, in one day, over 80 shifts were canceled for professional drivers. Those rides were attempted to be outsourced to cab companies, but it was during the Rose Festival, and no cab rides were available, and thousands of people with disabilities were unable to make their trips that day. As has already been mentioned, there is a better way. Across the river in Vancouver, I encourage you to talk to them. They use the exact same software that First Transit has and fixes lots of these problems with the software. When we bring these issues up to First Transit, they say it can't be done, when it's literally a checkbox on the software that both agencies are using. There's pay parity across the river. Paratransit drivers are paid nearly the same, they're getting closer and almost there, as fixed route drivers because they value those riders the same as fixed route drivers.
You're going to wrap up soon?
So there's a lot more in this report, and I invite you to read it. We'll give you a chance to read it, and we look forward to following up with all of you individually to see how we can continue to move this issue forward.
Thank you. We look forward to reading that report.